Hey guys, welcome to Hands, Heart, and Hustle, where we talk about real growth in life, business, faith, and health. This is the show where we dig deep into the drive, the purpose, the passion that fuel everyday people doing extraordinary things. I'm your host, Juan Briseño. Let's get into it. Today I'm sitting down with Cristian Orellano, an entrepreneur, leader, and a man who's turned struggles into strength, and a business into purpose. From humble beginnings to building and selling multiple companies. Cristian's story is all about resilience, faith, and never losing that hunger to win. We're going to talk about where that drive came from, how he handles failure, and what it means to lead a purpose-driven life. So, Cristian, it's a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate the invite.
I've been, checking your Instagram out, and you're a man that's very interesting and been through a lot.
Yes, I mean, interesting. We'll talk about that. I got to ask my wife, right? But I've been through a lot, but, everything is for a reason, and we just got to move forward, man.
Right. So I know that you, as a kid, did you play soccer?
Yeah, I grew up playing soccer. Actually, my dad was a soccer coach, professional soccer coach in Honduras. I was born and raised in Honduras, playing soccer all my life since, I can remember bouncing the ball around, trying to play some soccer and just have fun.
Yeah. How long did you do that for?
Well, I still do it to today.
Oh, really?
Obviously, not I would love to because my knees, I got 2 surgeries, ACL replacement on both knees. So, but I still play once a week if I try to. Now I get more into golf because,
it's easier.
It's easier. I'm not limping that much, but I grew up playing soccer all my life, and I love it. I love the sport. Love the sport. My dad, like I said, was a professional soccer coach in Honduras, and that's how we, were able to play soccer.
Yeah.
And,
do you play for like a Sunday league or like a veterans or?
Actually, is 40s and up Tuesday nights. So
that's cool.
Try to do my best.
Yeah, I play soccer too. I'm actually a goalkeeper.
Oh, nice.
A goalie. My dad was semi-pro as well in Mexico.
Okay.
You're from San Pedro Sula, right?
Honduras, San Pedro Sula. Yeah, that's where I was born and raised, and I came here when I was 15 years old. Yeah.
How was that, like that lifestyle over there?
You know what? A lot of people ask me if I would have changed being born here or being born over there. I would not change a bit. I'm glad I was born and raised in Honduras because it gave me a different perspective of life, especially coming to this country as well. That allowed me to be who I am today as well. Like, what do you complain about? There's a lot of people in Honduras, like, they don't have nothing to eat, nowhere to live. Even if they want to work, there's no job sometimes. So you come to this country and you see all the blessings going around, and it's unbelievable to see people complaining about, their situation when you're in control of fixing it, looking for opportunities. And so I'm glad and happy that I was born in Honduras, and I was raised by my mom and my dad with a lot of tough love, you can say. We don't get that over here, right?
Yeah.
La chancla, la faja, you don't get that much over here. But out there, my mom would talk to me just looking at me.
And that was it.
I would understand, and I'll handle. And my dad would do the same. But it's everything about respect as well.
Yeah.
So my dad was very strict. My mom as well was very strict. We were 4 boys growing up. So imagine a mom dealing with 4 boys. Well,
hungry boys.
Well, my dad was working all the time. So yeah. So she had to be tough. So.
And what did he work? What did he do over there?
So he was a truck driver for, he used to be delivering beer to different markets, you can say, in Honduras. So that's what he would do. So that was his job. He did it for 27 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what early on, what shaped your mindset? Like, did you know that you guys were going to come to the States, and did you want bigger for yourself, or as a young boy? As a kid,
I kind of heard a conversation of one of my aunts requesting my mom. Back in the days, brother to brother or sister to sister, you can request your siblings to come to the States, but it's a process. So all I know is that we waited 11 years for our documents to come. So basically, since I was 4 years old, I heard that conversation, down the line. So that was a dream. Like, one day we were supposed to get our documents to come to the States, and it happened in I think God was timing everything, now that I think about, because at that time that the documents came,
Right.
I was 15 years old, and my mom was already battling cancer, breast cancer. So she was battling for a couple of years now or a year or so when we got the documents and stuff, and we come here to the States. And so I came at the right time, I guess. And literally 5 months that I've come into this country, I was the one sitting in the hospital at UCLA Torrance, translated to my mom from English to Spanish, that she only had 5 to 6 months to live at age 42. Wow. And literally she passed away 5-6 months later, May 5th, 2002.
From when she got here?
When we got here. So literally a year after we came here, she passed away.
Wow.
I was 15 years old at that time, when she passed away. So just the stuff that happened in life that kind of shape your mind and everything.
Right.
And like I said, earlier, everything happens for a reason. We can either get bitter or better in life, and you can use and choose the bad life, or you can choose to be in a good path. Not a perfect path, right? But do the best you can with what you got.
Yeah.
And like I said, I learned that lesson very young age, to be able to see life in a different way and appreciate a lot of things that, today we have as well.
Yeah. So what about the language barrier? Because you said you were translating in the hospital. Did you learn it pretty quick and picked it up pretty quick?
So my dad, I'm very grateful to my dad and my mom because they made the sacrifice for us in Honduras to go to a private military school.
Oh, wow.
And also they used to pay for us to go to private English classes over there in Honduras. And I kind of learned a little bit.
Right.
Just the basic, to communicate. So I was able to pick it up pretty fast to understand. Like I used to understand it more than I will, speak, right? Like my wife told me, right, I have a sexy accent now, so I'm like, okay, I can deal with that if she says that.
Yeah.
Right, but so I understood a lot when I came, and that's what helped me a lot too. So my dad made the sacrifice to do that for us.
And when did you realize that you wanted more out of life?
Man, since I was a little kid, I tell the story of, I can go back and just remembering laying down. So my mom and my dad built this house that it was a 2-story house, but they only built the first floor, and because there was not enough money to build the second part of the house, the second floor, so it was a flat concrete ceiling, and so we used to go up there, hang out, and and just talk with the friends and stuff like that. But I remember I would lay down in this slab of concrete,
right,
and I would just see the airplanes go by the house because the airport was kind of close to us, and I remember just saying, one day I'm gonna be flying on airplanes and all over the world, and I just kept on dreaming of there was something more out of life. That I was just a little kid. Probably I was at the time 10 years old, and that I used to have those goals, those dreams, I guess. I was like, and today I fly almost every week. I'm in an airplane, man. And I was like, God, wow. I was just kidding a little bit. Kind of chillax a little bit, but no. So now it's like I'm traveling a lot around the world, in the States and stuff like that. So we're able to do that now.
Awesome. Yeah. So is your wife from Honduras too, or what is she?
No, she's from Peru.
Oh, Peru.
She's from Peru, yeah. She was born in Peru. She came when she was 21 years old. We met in Long Beach dancing salsa. Oh, wow. Yeah, and then she asked me to marry her, and I said yes. Most people don't believe me, but she did.
And she I was looking at her. She lost a lot of weight, right?
She's been on a journey right now for the last, I would say, 8-10 months. And health wise, you realize that you want to live longer. You hit a certain age. Yeah. That you're like, okay, I cannot continue to go this path, and just changing little habits, right? Because a lot of times we eat, but now she's more conscious of the nutrients, to our bodies and stuff. Right. So she's big on that now, and she lost 40 pounds. Yeah, it was. Yeah. In the last 8 months. So she's been doing it. Yeah, awesome. I'm very proud of her. So she's been doing great.
You look good too. Yeah, you lost some on the same journey as her.
I'm in the same thing. Yeah, just trying to eat as healthy as I can. Yeah. And just work out, a little bit here and there. Awesome. And play soccer, some golf, and I played this morning, so it was cool.
Awesome, man. So tell me, where did that hunger come from to win?
So the hunger to win, a lot of people don't understand, I guess, being hungry, not having food to eat, not knowing that you don't know if you're going to have enough food the next day or the next week because, your mom and your dad are, struggling financially. And the drive for my wife and I is that we don't want to be in that position. Why would we be in that position if we're in this country? Mm-hmm. And that happens a lot in our country. So the drive and the hunger factor comes from that. Is like the scariest things to be is broke, but not broke financially, but broke on the sense that you don't have anything to eat. Like,
Yeah.
Again, it's like that drive. So, but like I said, I always had big dreams and goals in my life. And my mom was a hustler too. My dad also was really like, he will drive the truck and my mom will cook. In Honduras, we call this baleadas as ham and tortillas. And refried beans, eggs, cheese, and she will pack it for my dad so he can take it to his job and he will sell it to the other drivers so they can make money. So there was always like, my mom used to sell Tupperware in Honduras. And I remember like in the buses with the bags of Tupperware and here we go, like 2-4 hours in the bus to go deliver the Tupperware for her friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she was always hustling for money, always trying to make it, and that's the way they were able to build the house too in Honduras. It was just by, being out there trying to make some money. So I saw that growing up.
Right.
So my mom was like, yeah, we got to make it happen. So that's how they were able to build the house, hard work. And so that example kind of, I grew up with it, around it. So, and my dad was always trying to find a businessman.
Yeah.
But he was not a businessman, but he was always trying to do something like, to invest here, move money here. Like he will lend money and we'll charge, some interest and stuff like that. So, and then he bought some land in Honduras, had a couple of, I think he had about 50 cows and, growing it, selling it, and just, hustling. So
yeah.
he always had that drive, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, we're blessed and just continue driving. And he was a great example as a hardworking man.
Mm. So your both parents planted that seed in you.
Yeah.
To where that no matter what circumstance, you're going to have to work.
You're going to have to work and you're not going to fix anything by crying. So my dad would, like I said, I never saw my dad, crying or I saw him, kind of a little bit stressing out about certain things, but a good stress, like not a stress of being like, violent or stuff like that. No, he was like very like, okay, we're going to figure it out. Probably it's not good right now. This is what we have. But he would take care of it. He would take care of it. So he would figure it out one way or another. Even when my mom was sick and cancer, just to pay the treatment in Honduras was very expensive, but he would find a way.
Yeah. So
he was always like trying to figure it out. And I'm the same way. Like I try to, do here, there, try to make it, right? Like I said, a lot of people say, well, money is not important. Well, that's because, you haven't been hungry in your life. And also when God is blessing you with the finances that, allow me to be where I'm at today, but helping other people as well. And of course, like there's a saying that whatever you do with your right hand, the left one doesn't need to know. So there's a lot of people I help financially, but I don't, posting it and talking about it. Oh, I help this person, I help that person. No, it is what it is. It comes from my heart and I just do it if I can do it, right? So, because my dad was like that too, my mom was like that too. So, and again, money is not bad as long as you do the right thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't love money because money, again, blessings comes from God, and even the Bible talks about we got to be wealthy, right? And we got to be wealthy in the 4 things that you were telling me earlier too, in our body, right? Our mind, our family, and everything that we do. So we got to have wealth, right? Not just about money, but also wealth. Build wealth around you so other people can be blessed. I remember being told by a gentleman. He said, Christian, what situation you rather be? Do you rather be in a situation where you're a giver or you're receiving? I said, well, I'd rather be in a place of giving. He said, exactly, because there's people out there, they're just sitting down to receive. And sometimes we complain that we're helping somebody, but God is blessing us so much that we can give to people.
Yeah.
And if you're complaining about that, then God is going to give it to somebody else. And you're going to be in the position that somebody else has to come and help you. So don't complain. Is you do what is best. You help people out without expecting anything in return. That's when you know you're doing things for the right reasons. So I do that, like I said, with family, friends, and as much as I can, obviously. And obviously I cut people off because, you know, people take advantage of it. And I don't like that at all. So I help you, good, but I don't expect anything in return other than respect.
Yeah.
But you walk away from some relationships because of money as well. So, yes.
Yeah, no, I get that. So, in your circumstance, hunger came from circumstances, right?
Yeah.
And then it developed into a mindset.
Yes.
Would you say that?
Yeah. You know, seeing my mom battling cancer was the biggest lesson of life because she was very positive all the time. Mm-hmm. She was not a person that teaches or talk to us about God, but a lot of times God kind of pulls you in certain ways that you don't know.
Right.
And so when she was going through cancer, she was able to get closer to God in a way. She even got baptized before she passed away. And so that mindset comes from the things that happened in my life that I know and I understand, and most people don't, is that I understand that today I'm here and tomorrow I can be gone. And I understood that with my mom. I understood that with my brother passing away. Because in December 1st, 2019, my brother being in my house for Thanksgiving, he went to play soccer in Temecula, soccer tournament. And he collapsed in a soccer field. And unfortunately, 12 hours later, he passed away. He was 15 years old.
Wow. December
1st, 2019. So all those things, you know, stay engraved in my mind. And seeing my dad go through it as well, losing his little son. And my dad was battling cancer at that time too.
Oh, wow.
And he passed away in 2022, May 10, 2022. So I think the mindset comes from there is like, life is so short. You got to live day by day, enjoy it, you know, have fun. You want to eat a steak today, eat it. You want to go have fun. You want to be with your kids. People is like, oh, well, I work so much. I don't have time for my kids. But that's because you don't make the priority to be with your kids. A little 30 minutes with your kids, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
An hour goes a long way. We give more time to other things. TikTok, Instagram, posting there and there, you know, certain things that, who cares? I love to spend time with my kids. I love that. My wife was in a field trip with my little girl today. And I love that. So the mindset of always having no excuses is because I didn't see my dad, you know, break.
Yeah.
With my mom or when my brother passed away. And somebody that is my mentor and coach, I can say, in life and also in business as well, Patrick by David. I remember he calling me when my brother passed away. And he said, I got good news and bad news for you. He said, good news is you're in charge. You're going to be the one that is going to be strong. And you got to think about you last. Because your family right now is looking for somebody that's going to be a leader, that is going to be there handling business. And then the bad is that you're human and you have to let it out.
Yeah.
So you have to find a place and a time where you have to let it out because you're human and you have to cry, right? Because men cry and you have to let it out. And so I remember that advice vividly when I got the phone call from Pat. And that's what I did. I was like, okay, my dad needs me. My brothers need me. My little sister, she turned 15 years old today.
Oh,
Kiara,
wow.
she's turned 15 years old. And we celebrated, you know, her birthday party in my house. And it sucks, that my dad is not going to be there, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to make sure that I take care of it. And I told her, don't worry about it. I take care of my, my sister and anything that she needs. And so that's where the mindset comes of being where I'm at today is I'm the one in control. Obviously, in control of the things that I do.
Yeah.
But I will not be able to be in control if I'm not connected, right? So I believe in God. I've been believing in God since I was 12 years old, very young age. I look for it myself. Like I said, it wasn't talk about in my house for my dad or my mom. But I used to go to church. I used to follow one of my brothers that would go to church, and that's how I was able to. I felt that connection with God, that He was there with me. And obviously, when I lost my brother and my mom and my dad, I questioned God, and I asked why. But I got my answer: is that who are you to ask me? Who are you to ask me that question?
Yeah.
When I'm the one that I'm in control. So not only that, is that understand that, they were just kind of, He's allowing us to borrow our families. And it doesn't matter with your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad. That's exactly what happens. And I understood that. And like the story of the Bible, Jacob.
Yeah.
No, Hope, right? Job.
Yeah.
Job. He lost everything. And, God gave him way more because he understood nothing was his.
Yeah.
Right? He had to let it out. So that's what I relate to. And I look deep into, I'm not the type of person that, I'm going to be in church 24/7. Mm-hmm. I do go to church, go with my family. My kids go to a Christian school. But just having that relationship, I think you need to have that relationship with God more than anything. Again, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. But I try to ask for guidance and have good friends, pastors as well, that I talk to. And that I'm able to have conversations where, they kind of guide me. Because I have, like I said, I love to have coaches in business. I got a coach in my relationship with my wife. And now I was looking for a coach in my spiritual life that I'm able to have right now with a good pastor that is close by here.
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah, Pastor Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah, so great guy, and we're able to have some conversations and process some things. So that's helped me a lot too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So when you were going through that transition, that whole process, how did you stay focused through that tough time, and how did you continue to stay focused after that? Again,
like I said, is since I was 15 years old, when seeing my mom go through the process of the chemos, like I would sit down and I would just look at her. She'll be in pain. And just seeing somebody go through that pain and still be positive, smile, and just not allow her pain be noticed. It just, it's kind of like a training.
Yeah.
It's a training. And so, again, I was built like that. Even people ask me, one day, my dad passed away on a Tuesday morning. Got the phone call. And I do my trainings on Wednesday nights. And the person that is one of the people that were coaching me in the business, he called one of my brokers and he said, hey, by the way, more than likely Christian is not going to show up. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Christian is here. And so the very next day my dad passed away, I was doing the training. I was doing the presentations, and I was doing the training for the people that was there. And the reason is life is life. And I don't know why these things happen, but lately, I can tell you, more people, like today I got a message. Hey, brother, how you doing? Doing good. Hey, man, I don't know if you know, but my brother passed away in June, and I came to the office the very next day because I remember what you did. You kept on going. You were busy. I remember going to an event, one of my guys, hey, I just got the phone call, my dad passed away, but I'm going to go on stage and speak because of your example. So I learned that God is using me in a way to be an example to other people.
Right.
To go through it, to train him, I guess, that mentality. Because a lot of times, like I said, we ask why this thing happens to me. Like, you see a lot of people out there that they're probably doing things that they should be doing, like drugs and stuff like that. And you're like, God, really, you took my mom, my dad? Why didn't you take somebody else?
Yeah.
But, again, you cannot question those things, right? So I learned that things happen for a reason. And the more things like that happen in your life is because God is kind of gelling at you that you need to come closer to him. Hey, I need you right here. That's the way I kind of see it, right?
Yeah.
It's like the more these things happen, it's like, okay, he's grabbing more into it so we can give hope to other people. And actually, there's a lot of people that believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really believe in God, though? Because there's a promise. One promise that I know is that now I'm not longer here. I'm going to see my mom. I'm going to see my dad again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's powerful.
So if you believe in that,
yeah,
be able to see him again,
Mm-hmm.
And that's a promise that we have.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want to believe in. And so I just try to do the best I can here with everything I got, with the people that surround me. Again, some people expect you to be perfect because of who you are, but we're not.
No, we're not.
And sometimes, we make mistakes. And we just got to move forward, man. I mean, life continues. Nobody's going to come and help you. Nobody's going to come and hand you anything. You just got to keep going.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep going.
How has your wife played a role in empowering you and keeping you focused on when these circumstances happened?
I was just having this conversation earlier today. Today was a very tough morning. Because again, today's my sister's
Birthday.
15th birthday. And just, Dad is not here. And my dad was in love with that little girl. And so I am grateful the woman that I found, because I pray to God to find a woman like that. And he sent that woman exactly the way I asked for it.
Wow.
Exactly the way I asked. She supports me in everything I do. Sometimes, like any relationship, we're not perfect.
Right.
We have disagreements. But she's always been there for me, supporting me. Every crazy thing I want to do, she's there. We have built businesses together. We struggle financially together.
Mm.
We have bought houses together. We have, make money together. Built, sold, a lot of things. But she's a very special woman. She has a good heart. She wants to help everybody too. She's doing all the planning for my for my sister's birthday. She's doing everything. She's taking care of that. So she's very supportive. And today I was telling her that how bad I wanted to talk to my dad, and she was there with me for a little bit. Because it's tough, Some days are tough, and she's always been there, man. She's always been there for sure.
Awesome.
So, big support.
Yeah, no, it's always good to have empowering women by your side that supports you in everything.
Yeah.
It's not that when you want to, like you say, you want to do something, she's there to empower you, even though she's scared. But, you'll get through it, but you just need that little push.
And you know what? She's a big example, too, for the not excuses part. Woman, I see my wife, she gets pregnant with my first kid. So we're a blended family. She was a single mom, I was a single dad. So together we got 2 kids. And so when she got pregnant with my boy, it was during tax season. We used to have 10 offices of auto insurance and taxes. And baby boy was born January 10, right when we're going to start taxes. 4 or 3 days later, after giving birth, She's in the office
Wow.
working. I was like, what? This girl's crazy, right? And she got pregnant again with Grace, which is the last one. She's 6 years old now. Same thing. She was born in April 20th, right in the middle tax season.
Yeah.
But she was pregnant in the office. Baby was born. 4 days later, she was in the office doing taxes again.
So she also has that mentality.
She also has that mentality as well. It's like going, even when she's sick, she's like going.
Mm.
And so, because again, is we all got things that happen to us. She grew up very, with the basic stuff in Peru as well. And she tells me stories, right, of how her friends used to go travel around the world and stuff like that. And she's like, well, where do you go for vacations? I just went to the beach right here down the street. And so she comes from that background of also struggling in Peru.
Yeah.
And but she's a very hardworking woman, businesswoman. But again, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't because of my wife, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome. So what's because you own multiple businesses.
Yeah.
What's one of the hardest things that one of your hardest setbacks in business?
Partnerships, man. When values and principles don't align, greed as well. I experienced that. The best partnership has been my wife.
Yeah.
Because, she's not going to steal from me. But had a partnership, and that was one of the biggest setbacks because you think you're going into this thing and it's all, great.
Right.
But you figure it out and find out later on that.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a marriage, right? You have to align. If not, let's say you're dating somebody, you get with the toxic woman. That relationship is going to be horrible. Same thing with the partnerships, right?
Yep. So had a very bad partnership in one of the businesses that I had, and I'm glad it's over.
What was it? Do you mind sharing?
It was body shops.
Oh, body shops.
Body shops, yeah. Opened up our first body shop in Whittier, California. And yeah, man, it only lasted a year and a half. And I was out.
Was it stealing money? How did you, what happened?
Stealing money, spending money from the company, body shop industry. You come with your car damage, and one of my managers say, hey, look at the cameras. I'm like, for what? Just look at the cameras. Last night. Okay. With a knife, if you come with your door damage, would damage the whole car. With a 2x4, breaking glasses.
Your partner?
My partner.
Wow.
So he can make more money out of the insurance companies,
Wow.
So, yeah, so that's what happened. So
how did you end up bouncing back and saying, or stepping away and bouncing back to another business?
Oh, again, anything is possible if you put your mindset to it. Nothing is easy.
Yeah.
So it's like, you fall into a hole, let's say, one time, right?
Right.
And you make it out. If you fall into the hole again, what happens? You've been there before.
Yeah.
So you know the way out. And if somebody falls in with you, you can tell that person, don't worry about it. I know a way out. And we can get out of here together. So my wife and I, like I said, we've been through tough times.
Yeah.
One time, I remember one of the stories is like, we were short $10,000 to do payroll. And one of our assistants, she kind of had to lie to the employees, saying, hey guys, the checks got delayed in the mail, but hey, the payroll company kind of messed up and the checks are delayed. And we're just like, we need $10,000, man. God. I don't know from where. My wife and I, we're opening our mail, and we get this bonus of the insurance companies for $10,381.
Wow. That's God right there.
And so we're like, let's deposit this money. Let's do payroll right now. So, being through that struggle, Investments, any business require investments. So in a business, you either invest money or you invest your time. So in the businesses prior to what I do today, I invested money to make money. Here in my business, what I do today, I invested, or I still invest a lot of my time. But now I make more money than I used to make with my other businesses. Because now time allows me to pay more than when I was investing a lot of money.
Yeah.
Payroll, machines, all that stuff.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that, because for me, I'm in construction. I have, 20 guys under me. So those checks, if they don't come in, man, and, I'm a faith-driven guy. My accountant's a faith-driven guy, but it's like sometimes we're just praying, like, what are we going to get this money? Because there's ups and there's downs. And it's like you never know, because it's a unforeseen future of what's going to happen in business.
Oh, yeah. I've been there, done that. And then here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure you're the same, because you're a believer. Is like thinking that person needs that check so they can fit the kids that I know. They come to my office. I've seen their families.
Yeah.
They have come to the barbecue. That person just purchased a home thanks to the job that I'm giving them. Oh, they just got a new car. And you're like, that's my responsibility.
Yeah.
But that's when you take ownership as well. So a lot of people is like, they want to screw everybody up, right? But no, it's like you see those things, you get close to people. And unfortunately, again, like we were talking earlier, some people take advantage.
Yeah.
And I have that, even in this business that I do today, you give your time, you can help people. But if they're going to stab it in the back, brother, they're not going to think twice.
Yeah.
They're just going to do it. It's just gonna do it.
Yeah, no, that's totally agreeable. What did that season? Because you kind of touched on it right now. You were investing your time, and now in this new business, you're investing money to make more money. What did that season prior to this business now teach you?
No, so first in the first businesses that we had, we invested money to make money.
Okay.
What we do today is totally different, because now what we do, we have still business owners, but we gotta train people, empower them, kind of a leadership position now, to be able to train people so they can believe in themselves and they can go out there and build a business for themselves as well. So I'm in the financial world right now. We do life insurance, annuities, and we train agents too. But a lot of times as well, you give your time to people. But unfortunately, is everybody going to make it? Probably not, unfortunately. Do I want everybody to make it in my team? Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I want everybody to make it. I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody. But then again, I'm not with you 24/7. I don't know if you're sleeping in. I don't know if you're prospecting. I don't know if you're putting in the work. Because the number shows. How come I am the first one in the office? How come I got more production than some of you guys? How come I got more activity than you guys? Where's your activity? That means that you're not working. Mm-hmm. So how can you make something out of the work you haven't put in? So in this business, it's totally different. We teach people a lot about mindset and identity as well. So mindset and identity is totally two different things.
Yeah.
And so I can teach you everything I know, but if you don't have the identity to go out there, talk to people, have a conversation, and build a relationships,
right, then
there's nothing I can do. They're like, well, you make it seem so easy when you talk to people. Yeah, because I'm genuine. I know how to make relationships. I know how to talk to people, and and that's it. But I'm not putting like a fake presentation. Is just, this is what it is. This is who I am. You like the information? We can do business.
Yeah.
You don't like it? My job was to give you the information. That's it. I don't sell people on anything. It's here's information. Here's this way he can help you. And then we go from there.
Right.
Yeah. So
since we're on that topic of entrepreneurship, So you said you own a body shop. What other businesses have you had in the past?
The auto insurance and taxes. So we had 10 offices and 60 employees we had in that business with my wife, yeah. So we had a lot of agents that, were doing auto insurance and stuff.
Yeah. Did you end up selling the business, or how did you?
Yeah, I ended up selling the business. 4 months into what we do today, we decided to sell. Why? Because I saw the bigger picture with my wife. Right now, we have no payroll. We're brokers. So the insurance companies that we work with, they pay directly our agents. They pay us directly. So we don't do payroll. I'm like, so no payroll. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we had 10 offices of auto insurance and taxes, and we sold it in 2019.
So who do you sell to a business like that? Is there a market out for them, or how did you come across a buyer?
Oh, no, it was somebody, it's a franchise.
Oh, okay.
It's a franchise. So somebody from the franchise that already had all the offices bought my stores as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being, you mentioned Patrick Bet-David.
Yeah.
What is it like being around that business giant? I'm sure you've learned a lot of stuff from him.
A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff from Pat. If you want to have a conversation with Patrick, you got to be talking about your next. What you did in the past, he doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Good for you. Mm-hmm. What are you doing today? Where are you going? Where are you driving to go next? What is your next? If you have a conversation with Pat like that, he'll listen to you. But if you're talking about what you did in the past,
yeah,
boring. Boring. But is a man that expands your vision, expands your thinking. A lot of times we think small. I remember the last conversation that we had with him in an event in Vegas. He was talking about being offended. Being offended. A lot of times people do certain things and we feel offended. And because we feel offended, we shut down. Why are you so sensitive?
We take everything personal.
So why are you getting offended? If things didn't go your way, then go figure out how to do it better. So that mindset of Patrick is amazing. It's a great example since I met him in 2019. I remember seeing him on stage and he talking to me for the first time. And he talked about God first. He said, and then there's actually videos where he says the biggest fear he has is losing the favor of God. And he, I think a couple of times got emotional just saying that. So when I saw that, I was like, this man is successful and he's talking about God. Cool. Then he talked about values and principles. Then he talked about marriage, his kids, his wife. And also, he comes from a point of, again, we're not perfect.
Right. We
all make mistakes. Just be aware. Right? Be aware. So I love that when I met Pat, and like I said, he's been playing a big role in my life for the last 6 years that I know him. Still text him, talk to him. I'm going to actually see him next month in Florida. So we get to talk and communicate, process certain things in the business too.
How was that? How did you end up meeting him? Through like conferences or?
Yeah, in a conference for the company. So I got started in the company, and then 2 weeks after I got started, there was a big event in Vegas where Kobe Bryant was a speaker.
Oh, okay.
And that was the last interview with Kobe Bryant, by the way. No. That's for the company.
Oh.
In Vegas, we do our national conventions for the company. So they had the national convention there. George W. Bush was speaking and Kobe Bryant was speaking. And that was the last interview for Kobe. And that's when I met Pat for the first time in person. In person, and I was able to talk to him for a few minutes. And since then, my life's kind of changed around. And I was able to build a relationship with him, like kind of like a big brother.
Yeah.
You know, we he's a guy's guy.
Yeah,
I'm a guy's guy. Like I get around with men. I don't like men that complain.
Yeah.
I cannot be around men that they feel like a victim. I just don't relate to that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't relate to that. I don't relate to that. Being a victim. Like I told people many times, and I talked to my wife about, what happened to me. I'm like, if I think about everything that's happened to me, I'll be in a corner crying. What is that going to fix?
Nothing.
What is that going to do? Nothing. Right? So, again, it's like, you got to get up, do what you got to do. As long as you don't screw people up, you don't take advantage of people.
Right.
You don't screw people up, go do whatever you need to do. That's it. Anybody had a shot. So, if, I see many people, immigrants, millionaires, good life, families, everything. So, sky's the limit. So that mentality and relationship with Pat has helped me out tremendously.
Yeah.
To be able to see bigger things in life, experiences, not to think small. Sometimes we think too small.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to be thinking big.
You mentioned immigrants. He's an immigrant too, right?
He's an immigrant. He's an immigrant from Iran.
And I see people that are born here,
Mm-hmm.
the greatest country in the world, have less hunger than people that come out of other countries.
Yep.
Is it because of they're comfortable and they play the victim? And a majority do.
It comes down to what we started the interview is, you asked me how was it when I was born in Honduras. And again, I would not change those 15 years of my childhood in Honduras because I was able to see a different world. You're complaining about the way we're here? Go spend a week over there. Go spend 24 hours in Honduras. I take my kids and they see the little kids selling stuff on the corners, their age. Look, about 6, 8, 10 years old. Little kids on the street with sandals, all dirty. Even across the border, brother. Go to Tijuana.
Yeah.
Go for a day at Tijuana. Just crossing that border right there. You'll be able to see the real life. What is hard? What are you calling hard? So a lot of times we're victims because of what we believe in. Everything is supposed to be given to us.
Mm-hmm.
No. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. Entitlement. No. There's kids out there, that they don't even know what they're going to be eating tonight for dinner.
Yeah.
And what are you complaining about? And again, you're born here. You speak the language. But yeah, you want to go party. You want to be looking good on Instagram. You want to be posting that you're drinking, bottle service, whatever it is, right? And it's just like, man, that's old.
That's poor man mentality.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go work and, do the things you're supposed to do.
Yeah, because as men, just manhood alone, you got to go out and hunt and get your food, right? You got to go.
You give a little boy right now, I don't know, maybe 3, 5 years old. Give him a sword. What he's going to do?
Swing it.
Start, fighting. Give a little girl a doll. What she's going to do?
Play with it.
Start doing the hair, right? Makeup. So it's already in our nature.
Yeah.
It's just like, wolf, right? What do? They go hunt. Lions, they go hunt, right? So it's like the mentality also of the story of the lion. So a lion in the wild and a lion in a zoo. The lion in the zoo is waiting for the keeper to feed him. And the keeper is going to feed him whatever he wants to. But the one in the jungle will eat whatever he wants, as much as he wants to. So a lot of times with our society today, we're just, feeding our children and to be complacent. And life is hard. And you keep talking about life is hard.
Yeah.
Life is hard.
That's where you're going to engrave them that mentality, yeah.
Life is hard.
Yeah.
Nothing is easy. Getting up in the morning is not easy.
Nope.
Driving is not easy. It's traffic, right? Nothing is easy, right?
Yeah.
But I tell my guys all the time. What do you focus on? The positive or the negative? Focus on the positive. Oh, that appointment got canceled. Cool. It's building your character. Because many people love to win, but they don't like to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And how you lose is exactly what is going to show the real you. And just like they say, right? Money magnifies who you are. If you're a bad person, you're going to be a bigger bad person, right? So that's what I talk to my guys all the time is don't be looking at everything negative.
Yeah.
What do you got to focus on the negative? Oh, but I drove and they canceled the appointment. Well, maybe you're building stamina to take more no's and to, go to the next one.
Yeah, because failure is a big part of business. That's what develops you.
Everybody has failed in business. Go study whatever you want. Walt Disney. What do you do? Nobody believed in his dream.
Mm-hmm.
Banks didn't want to fund anything. He went and took money from his cash value account, 1954, $60,000, and that's how he bought the land to build Disneyland. Because nobody believed in his dream. His mom and dad told him, son, go get a real job. now we got Disneyland making, I don't know how many millions of dollars make every single day.
The happiest place on earth.
The happiest place on earth, I guess. Right? So, and so it's like, sky's the limit again, and then you can fall into your excuses or you can find a solution.
Yeah.
And I think as men, and also, one of the topics I was talking to one of my guys this couple of weeks ago is also men, we have a big problem. Because there's some men that when they want to act as if they're tough. Because if you come to me and say, hey, Christian, I'm going through this, man, and, or my wife or my job, and it's like, typically what your friends are going to tell you, man up. You're a little, you know what?
Yeah.
Instead of saying, you know what, bro? Yeah, we go through it, man. It's cool. But guess what? This is the direction you need to take. So as men, what we do, most of us, we start putting everybody down instead of helping each other out.
Building up. Because
we're supposed to not have feelings. We're not supposed to complain. But it's just venting. It's like, again, I was having a conversation with my guys. I do men's events or, conversations with them, and we process certain things. And we just having this conversation. So I said, hey, Leon, one of my guys, how old are you? Like 53. Cool. Hey, you, how old are you? 25 years old. What does a 53-year-old man has in common with a 25-year-old man? Nothing. So if a 53-year-old man needs to talk to a 25-year-old guy, what he has to do? He has to come down to remember he was 25 at one point in his life, and you have to come down to understand what this guy's thinking and what he's processing and what he's going through life. Same thing happens when there's people that make millions, let's say, of money, and you cannot relate to somebody that is making minimum wage. How? You have to come down. But instead, what do most people do? They want to shut you down.
Yeah.
No, man. It's like, brother, I understand. I was there at one point.
Humble yourself.
Humble yourself. Right? You humble yourself. I was there at one point. You know what? And this is what I did. I surrounded myself with positive people. I surrounded myself with business owners. Because I didn't go to school for business. I was 19 years old when I told my dad, school is not for me. I'm not going to go to college. I know that's your dream, but that's not mine. And I said, I'm going to become a business owner.
Oh, wow.
He's like, you know what? Your mom and I never had a business. What are you talking about? I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. And I remember going to my job in Gardena for a transportation company. And these guys used to ask me right at the time. And I used to tell them, I'm going to be a business owner. One day I'm going to be a business owner. And I can't wait to get out of here. And they used to make fun of me. When I will come into work, they would call me, oh, there's a business owner coming in. They're still working at the same place.
Yeah.
And I became a business owner at 23, 24 years old.
But I think it's hard for normal people to cope with to understand dreamers. Because like you said earlier, right, about family. I think as relatives, sometimes they criticize you more. Your friends, because like you said, man up, because they want to put you down right away.
Yep. They don't want you to grow.
They don't want you to be above them.
No, because it's comfortable here. Stay right here because I'm at the same level.
Right.
We're on the same level. I don't want you to go think that you're going to become a millionaire. I don't want you to you're going to buy a $2 million, $3 million home. No, man, that we live in right here. This is our world. No, I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I told my son this. We went to dinner on Sunday, and he's part of a church too. And I told him, you got to be careful because church is good, but sometimes they could brainwash you to what they believe.
Yep.
I said, and he goes, yeah, sometimes I feel like they don't invite me. I said, that's okay because you're different. You don't think like they do. You're a dreamer. They see you as a foreign person. Like, what is he talking about? What is his dreams? They don't understand that. Sometimes you have to be that lone wolf and separate yourself from them, and it's okay because you are going to go somewhere else and they're going to stay where they're going to stay. Right?
And that's the way it works. Like my friends, they used to, and I think they still do it every Friday.
Beer.
Bottle of Black Label, poker, and that's it. It's been 4 years I don't watch a soccer game.
Mm.
4 years I don't watch a soccer game.
Yeah, I can't.
I used to love soccer. I used to love watching soccer every single day. I used to have a TV in my office. But one day I saw this video, and again, life is the biggest teacher you will ever have if you're paying attention. Most people see things and they don't pay attention to it because they don't care.
Yeah.
But one time I saw a video. This guy is saying, oh, there you are watching football, baseball. These guys are making millions of dollars. They don't even know your last name.
And you were in their jersey.
And you were in their jersey with their last name on it. What are you doing for your last name? But most people get offended by that conversation. Like, Dodgers or whatever it is that they're watching. Football, Sunday football, whatever it is. Those guys are getting paid millions of dollars. I don't relate to that no more. What am I going to do for my last name, for my family, for my kids? So guess what? Those 90 minutes, I can probably be getting better in something. I can, read a book. I can watch an interview. I can watch a podcast. I can educate myself, and I can get better every single time.
Mm.
But most people, they want to be behind the TV. Again, I'm nothing against sports. I love the experience to go to the stadium.
Yeah.
And I like to sit in good seats, right? That I love. One day, I went to Europe for 10 days by myself.
Oh, wow.
And I went to watch Newcastle, Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City. Like I went, the whole experience. That I love.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
It's just an experience to see the stadium stuff. But again, it's like, why am I going to be watching soccer if I got to go fight for my family?
Well, part of it I think is because as men, we want to win. And the closest thing is to follow a team that wins, right? And what it is, it makes you feel
Not if you're a Raider, though.
Oh, yeah, if you're a Raider, never mind.
I don't follow football, so I don't even know. I just hear people talk about the Raiders.
Yeah, I know. They're a different breed. But no, great conversation. In one short word, what would you say the key to success is?
Just keep going, man. I have my favorite quote from Kobe Bryant. I got nothing in common with lazy people that blame others for their lack of success. No excuses. Because either you find solutions or you're going to find excuses. Men, we need to find solutions. Like, it goes back to what you said. We're hunters. We're supposed to hunt.
Yeah. So
in our modern days today, that can be translated as we're supposed to find solutions for everything. If something is not working out, go figure it out. Don't cry about it.
Yeah.
Go hang out with the people that's going to help you too. Because a lot of times too, there's people you challenge.
And they take offensive.
They take it offensive and they walk away. But you love them and you want them to do good.
Yeah.
But that's where the whole answer to this is too. So, yeah, it's just keep driving, man. Don't, life is beautiful.
Yeah.
Many people will say, well, you say that because you live the life that you live. Well, nobody give me anything. I don't come from a pedigree of millionaires. I don't come from my dad giving me anything. I built everything with my wife. What we have today was built together, grinding, 24/7 is possible.
This word right here, right? Hustle.
You gotta hustle. You gotta hustle, right? And nobody's gonna hustle for you.
Yeah.
That's something that you cannot buy. And there's responsibilities, even when you have employees, like you said, right? You are responsible for those families as well.
Yeah.
And you gotta hustle. So how unfair would it be to have the life that you have and you
Right.
cannot hustle?
Right. So what would you say? One thing that you, if somebody's watching and they need some hope, what would that be? With everything that you went through, that they're dealing with something, darkness like that. Like, what would it be with that one word of hope?
Focus on the positive. You got a choice. Either you get bitter or you get better. Simple as it can get. You got to get better. Again, nothing is going to be flowers and rainbows. You got to, smash your face in the wall
Yeah.
a couple of times. But you learn your lesson. Everything that happens in life has to be a learning lesson for us to get better all the time. And that's the way I live my life.
Yeah.
If something happens today, I process it. What do I learn from it? Cool. I'm going to do this, so it doesn't happen again. That's it. That's it. And you go from there.
Awesome. Any last words?
One is God has to be in the center of everything. Don't use God to do the things you want to do, because nobody needs to use that.
Yeah.
Be genuine. Help people. Don't think that you're too big to do the little things, because the more big you think, the more humble you're going to get.
Right.
So be humble, help people, care for people. I remember also, if you're married, for couples out there, I remember going through this season in my life with my wife as well. And again, it's funny that you sometimes pray and those prayers are answered and not the way you want it. Because I remember going back and forth with my wife for a moment, and I asked God, can you help me out to understand? And he just told me this. He said, Christian, if that woman right next to you right now, because we were sitting in the sofa, if that woman right next to you was your mom or your daughter, and a man is treating them like you're treating your wife, what will you do to that man? I started bawling. Obviously, I never got, physical with my wife, but, sometimes you say things, and they say that words
Hurt more.
care more than physical.
Cut through flesh.
Right? So I was like, oh my God. So I apologized to my wife, right? And yeah, if you see a man treating your mom or your daughter, like sometimes we treat our wives, man, it'll be trouble. It'll be trouble. So, when you're married with somebody, you didn't buy a lottery ticket. You choose that person for a reason. And you just have to be willing to change. So the biggest thing too is we're not willing to change. We want everybody else to change, but we don't want to change.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I got too as well, is that if you want anything to change, Christian, you got to change first.
Yeah.
You got to change your habits, the way you talk, the way you say things. And so I'm in control, and that's something I believe, is that I'm in control all the time, because I'm the one that can make things way better, or I can make things way worse.
Yeah.
So I live by that, day to day.
That's great, man. Where can people find you?
Instagram, Orellana, Orellana CJ. I'm on Instagram or in Facebook, Cristian Orellana. And I live in Corona. My office is in Corona, California, as well by the 15 freeway in Los Lagos. That's where we're located at. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome, man. It's been fun. You dropped a lot of wisdom, and I really enjoyed all this conversation here. So thank you so much.
Maybe I get invited again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so much we left out, but, it's try to compress it as much as we can. But,
Part two,
man. And hopefully we can do a men's event. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, actually, I host a men's group at my office, Bible study.
Awesome.
So it was on my heart to do it, so that's what I do every other Saturday.
Okay.
So
that's cool, man. Yeah.
Whenever you can, stop by.
For sure, man.
I'm willing to play soccer too on Tuesdays.
Let's do it.
All right, man. So thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Hands, Heart, and Hustle. If this conversation with Cristian Orellano spoke to you, take a moment to reflect, subscribe, and share with somebody who needs to hear it. Until next time, keep your hands working, your heart aligned, and your hustle growing with purpose.
The greatest gift that I got is grit. Brazilian, I don't know how to quit. And I don't know what it is. You can call it innate, call it what you want, I'm calling it.